All right, welcome in everyone. So this is who is crowning our reading, and this is Teresa of Avila, and it is Our Lady of the Interior Life. And it is, I trust the answers I find within me. I know that the presence of love is real. Okay, and something that really stuck out to me on this card was this flame here. So this can be an internal flame and it's like burning now because you know that the presence of love is real. And also what stuck out to me and this card was under like her cloak here is where the crucifixion was. And I just did a reading on TikTok that talked about the crucifixion and then of course the resurrection of Jesus. So that was a clear sign to me that I'm on the right timeline and path of how my videos are coming out to you guys, because there is going to be like this continual growth pattern and this depth of what we're talking about and how this is all significant to us in our life. Different cultures, different religions, different backgrounds, different races, different roots, different lineages, all that stuff is very important to me, and how it all works and the fluidity of it. And with this divine feminine oracle deck, it is allowing me to deepen my knowledge of these people in our history, that we may be able to relate to on an even deeper level, right? So I was guided and drawn to these three specific decks. I'm going to read this part out of, and it's really super interesting. I pulled a card off the top of the deck to be my placeholder here, and I didn't even look at it. And it is the Muse of Inspiration, which in the Muse deck, this is the King of Wands energy. Okay, so I'm gonna put that there because I feel like that is of importance. So it's the thing about Teresa and Saint Teresa is she is like a Spanish nun, and she is one of the great mystics, reformers, and religious women in history. And it's interesting because I'm a 90s kid, so I know who Alanis Morissette is, but earlier I had this like ringing in my ear, and I'm like, okay, I have a channeling coming. I just need to pay attention to my surroundings and take in what I can. And I kept hearing, it's like rain, you know what I mean? And I was like, what is that from? And I kept going over and trying to say the words in my head and piecing it together. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to come in here and look it up. And sure enough, it is Alanis Morissette, Ironic. And Spirit drew me to this specific verse, and it is, well, life has a funny way of sneaking up on you when you think everything's okay and everything's going all right. And life has a funny way of helping you out when you think everything's gone wrong and everything blows up in your face. And isn't it ironic, don't you think? A little too ironic. Oh yeah, I really do think. And when I looked up the definition of ironic, it's characterized by irony, and it's strange and weird. But that's what makes it so believable, is with irony, it's like something happening in a different or opposite way than you expected. So you didn't expect there to be this outcome. You did not expect to feel this way or to be so drawn to something specific. And I think that is what is helping make this individual in the collective a believer of this love, and knowing that they can go within to find the true answers that they're looking for. Something else that was also interesting to me was angel number 1033, and that is the power of purpose. And it's like planning a change, and it's almost like this muse of inspiration is like has had this awakening and has opened his eyes, or her energy's fluid. It could be, feminine or masculine energy here, but it's like feeling this fire energy and this inspiration for life. Just like I said here with this flame, it's like this flame has been lit, you know what I mean, and in this person's life, and they're aware now that they know that the presence of love is real. They know if they go within, they can find the answers, and so they're connecting even deeper at this time. And it's saying here, it's like planning change, but it's also like needing to concentrate on your future life. What do you want for yourself? What do you want to see for yourself? Right? Okay. So I'm going to read this one part here in the Divine Feminine book here. And it says, Saint Teresa is a call for the importance of the interior life. She knew about the spiritual wealth we all possess and have access to if we are willing to go inward. So not only empathized the need to meditate and to pray in order to reach that innermost castle where the soul waits for us, but she also instructs the sisters of her convent on how to discern the presence of the soul, or of a saint, or of a holy person that is giving us wisdom from within. Okay? She had a bookmark that supposedly read, if you have God with you, you will want nothing but God alone. Okay? So it says, nothing less than divine love. She was she's a seeker. You know what I mean? She sought out people that needed to see and believe what has always been there, but maybe you didn't believe. Because I know at the top of this here, I put, it says like, when it says the characterized by irony, and it says, but that's what what makes it so believable. It makes it so believable because when you're witnessing it and when it's happening to you in your life, you cannot deny that this is here for a reason, right? Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a really excellent mother is what just stuck out to me in this song. Oh, hold on. Those may have to stay lost because I'm too short to grab down there. Okay, it's a major arcana, so I'm going to have to retrieve it. So hold on just a second. Okay, when I tell you it's taken me a while, it's probably been like a second for you guys. But this is why. Because this muse of inspiration is also the Emperor. Okay. Let me put that there. We're going to get right back to it. Because at this point, we have this king of inspiration here. We have this Emperor here. Maybe I should. Here we go. Okay, I don't even think I need to, honestly, I don't even really feel like that I need to pull any more tarot. But at the bottom of the deck, we have 10 of Voices. Okay, so this card to me is just like you see it, feeling stabbed in the back. This is the 10 of Swords. This emperor has felt stabbed in the back by not only relationships, but I feel family, I feel friends, the community, people around them. Also, something else that I just noticed in this card here, like at the top here, it like kind of looks like as if it was like this tower and it's like falling, like suspending from the tower. And it's like when the tower happened and you fell out of this tower, it's like all of these knives were stabbed into your back, right? Interesting. With the Fool card underneath that, it's like walking away to this brighter path, like needing to pack your bags and like get out of this situation where you felt stagnant or felt like you weren't being respected. Interesting with the Nine of Inspiration behind that. I'm just going intuitively here. And like the Nine of Inspiration to me is like, even in the face of adversity, you stand tall and strong. You know what I mean? And it goes right back to that song. Like, isn't it ironic that like you feel like you're doing what you're, supposed to be doing, but all these crazy things are happening, like you're dealing with all of these things, but like you're still standing strong and you're getting clarity from it. You know what I mean? What's behind that? The Four of Materials. It's like feeling like that you need to like hold on to things in your life, even if it's not the best thing for you. Right, because I feel like in the situation that you were in, it's almost as if like you were like being breadcrumbed by the people around you. And it's like once you came to this acting as this muse of inspiration and standing strong as the emperor and having this change of perspective almost, because it's like with this Saint of Teresa, it's like she came to those that she knew needed her wisdom and her understanding and a deeper depth of spirituality. And with this, the world cosmos here, that could even extend even deeper to astrology and how your birth chart influences your life, and taking the time to stand in the emperor position. And like it's almost like when you go on this spiritual journey, it's almost like that you're learning about yourself and you're studying, and it's almost like you're in school, but it's not school. It's like your life, your purpose, you know what I mean? And it takes us right back to this here, the power of purpose. And there is power in our purpose. There's power in why we're here and why this is all connected, and why that it's ironic that these things just simultaneously keep happening in our lives. And we're witnessing the synchronicities, we're witnessing these things happen and fall into our lap and fall into our mind. And it's easy for us to be able to trust in the divine and in spirit and in scripture when we're seeing it happen in our life, right? Okay, so I feel like there was a little bit of a message behind that, but I'm just going to stop on that for a second. I'm going to shuffle that energy, and if it's meant to come out at some point, it'll be meant to come out. I'm going to set this down, and I'm going to pull out the Vintage Wisdom Oracle. I have felt really pulled to that in the last couple days. I'm not exactly sure why. I've had this deck for quite some time. It is pre-shuffled, but I am just gonna split open the deck. Right in the center of the deck, it's like there's like needing this change to happen. Needing this change to happen, right? And here again, with us just talking about wisdom, there's the owl here, and the owl represents wisdom, and it's like the wisdom of like going through all of these tough things in our life, and then once we're awakened to what's truly going on, it gives us a deeper ability to listen to spirit, to listen to the things that are important to us in our life, right? Okay. So, spirit, can you just give me a small message here? Like, I just said this. I literally just said this, okay? So, the perception, it is the perception on the situation. When you are able to understand it in a different way, almost as like this Saint of Teresa was able to bring in those that she felt needed the most help, or the ones' hearts that were most yearning towards this change. And the perception here is what needed to be changed. Also, this stands out to me here, the two drama faces that may be significant to somebody. Also, this perception here shows this person taking the mask off, removing the mask, and feeling freed. You can see how her like arms are in the air and freeing herself from like this self-imposed thought that, you know, this is how life was going to be, and not being able to concentrate on this future life that, you know, you truly want to have for yourself, right? We also at the bottom of the deck have guardian angel, and I have felt that very strongly in this reading, that this specific individual or these specific individuals in the collective have a guardian angel watching over them. I have a really heavy channeled message about somebody losing somebody in particular, like a brother energy, and I haven't really been able to put that out there yet because the energy is very heavy every time that I sit down. That's confirmation if you can hear that outside. And I kind of pulled back from it, so I think that's something that spirit is telling me that I need to wait a little bit until the energy is right. Maybe it's not the right time, and I'm accepting of that. But I feel as if there is a guardian angel watching over this individual during this person's healing. Because, and it was 1818 on the screen when I said that, this person is going through a major healing process and a major awakening in their life. And right now, this individual is very sensitive to energies, vibrations, other people. And that goes back to, again, like always feeling like that they need to impress the community or the family or the people around them. But are they impressing themselves? Are they happy with themselves and how that they truly are? And it's like needing and finding this security and home with spirituality. And for anybody that's questioning the spirituality process, like, it gets easier as time goes by, and you go through a lot of things and you dig up a lot of things and you have to relearn a lot of things and you have to question a lot of things, but there's no space for guilt. We have to accept what we can no longer change, and we have to move forward, and we have to choose the path in the future that we want for ourselves. And I fear that very, very particularly in this reading right now, the energy is very, very heavy. Okay, guys, sorry. My son came in here and I kind of needed that because the energy was getting really heavy. So we had perception, we had guardian angel, and we have healing. Underneath that, we have peace, wanting to have peace in their life. Again, with ancestors, your ancestors are watching over you and are helping you along this journey, helping you with your shadow selves, all these lessons, karmic lessons, illusions, things that needed to be healed. And all they're wanting you is to have intention with everything, how you live your life purpose, but also with this love. Because it's taking me right back to, I trust the answers I find within me. I know that the presence of love is real. Whether that is self-love for yourself, whether that is love to a specific individual, or that is love for God and being able to connect and truly feeling and seeing the things happen in your life, feeling the presence of God in your life, right? Because there's an adventure that is coming. Paris may be significant to somebody. We have the butterfly down here with transformation. I'm seeing the number 5 on this card, the number 12 on this card. That could be significant to you. Something about, I see tour, that may be significant to somebody. There's an adventure, and it's your life purpose. You know what I mean? What's the card under that? What did I just say about the owl and wisdom? Because you've gained so much wisdom in your life. Like in a short amount of time also. It's like the awakening happened and everything's been like simultaneously happening. And that's why it's like this song is so relevant, because it is ironic. Like, it's weird that this is actually like how your life is at this point, like how your mindset is at this point. And it's like, once like you've taken off these rose-colored glasses and like you're seeing this flame has been lit inside of you. You know what I mean? What do we have underneath that? Sanctuary, right? So sanctuary, I always knew is like your house, like, or whatever, like needing to have like this sanctuary. But I'm actually gonna look up the definition of sanctuary and see what it gives us, because I'm being guided to do that. Right here. So it is a place of refuge and safety, a natural reserve. Birds may be significant because it says down here a nature reserve, but underneath it says a bird sanctuary, and there's birds in this card. There's also a peacock here in this card. But I feel like this sanctuary is like needing to, like, this place that you're going is this a place of refuge and a place of safety. And I feel like this emperor knows that. And I feel like that's why now that he's able to actually see these things happening in his life, see the beauty of what life has to offer, what your life purpose has to offer, right? This could be beauty in this person that has this muse of inspiration, having hope for the future. You know what I mean? It's like, concentrate on your future life. Even though this is so ironic, that's what makes it so beautiful, right? Okay? And interestingly enough, yeah, you need to trust this enchantment. Okay, when I always get this enchantment card, I feel like it's like this nostalgic love, this past life love, and it's like wishing on a star and waiting for so long. And it's like sometimes, your journey throws you like all these different illusions. And again, with this shadow card and the moon at the top there with the illusions, and it causes confusion. And you get in your mind, and it's almost like as if you feel that, like, you know, this isn't true, or whatever, you know what I mean? And Spirit is asking you to trust. You need to trust your intuition. You need to trust your ancestors. You need to trust your guardian angels. You've been healing. Your other counterpart has been healing, because with this flame here on this Teresa of Avila card, it's saying, like, it's confirming to me that, you know, this could even be a twin flame connection. This is going on a lot longer than I expected it to, but at the bottom of the deck, it's like, and then this abundance is going to come into your life. You're going to recognize it, just like you've recognized all these other signs and synchronicities and messages from your ancestors and your angels, right? And I have been saying this for so long. Discernment was in the reverse, and I feel like that this was, again, with the birds. Birds are significant. Pay attention to the birds. Pay attention to how many birds that you see. Let's count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, right? Okay, so let's type in numerology meaning. And you can do this yourself. What I'm doing right now is, like, I'm helping you to know when you see a number or see something specific that sticks out to you. Just look it up. You know what I mean? It's that easy, right? You're going to get so many of your messages that way by just paying attention. How many did I say? 13? Like, you're going to be able to tell me back, right? You could tell me in the comment section. Okay, so it says the number 13 brings the test, the suffering, and the death. And what happens after the death? The rebirth. What happens when a death happens? You have this awakening, right? Okay, it says it symbolizes the death to a matter or to oneself, and the birth to the spirit. The passage of a higher level of existence. Becoming the divine being that you are and that you always have been. You just needed clarity, right? And discerning things in your life. Because, you know, this is like, okay, so Spirit's telling me, like, to contrast this. There's this innocence, right? This childlike love, okay? Again, with the birds. 2 birds here. And I'm seeing 2 of cups. See, that's how I read birds outside. If there's 5 birds sitting on my power line, I pay attention to my intuition and what my guides are leading me to. And I don't even have to come in here and pull a card. I just know at that point that that's what that means, and that's what that represents. So here in this deck, there's 2 birds. It doesn't say that this is the 2 of cups, but that's what my intuition is telling me, right? Okay? So if you're a beginner, I don't know why this is going to this, but if you're a beginner into reading cards and you want to read your own cards, or you want to read cards of energies around you, pay attention to your intuition. That's the best thing that I can tell you. To be honest with you, I don't know every single meaning of every single one of the 78 tarot cards, but I follow my intuition, I do my research, and I pay attention to what Spirit is giving me and how Spirit wants me to interpret it. Because every reader, every psychic, every medium, anybody is different. Everybody reads differently. Everybody has different spirit guides, right? So with this discernment here and this innocence here, I feel like in this situation right now that you're still currently in because of this 3D world, you're having to discern so much. Discern with people around you, you know, even your family, your friends. And it's like, I feel like this adventure that's coming into your life is going to be like this innocent, like sanctuary where you can go and feel like you're in a safe space. You're learning so much wisdom and will continue to learn this wisdom. You'll have these adventures in life. You'll be able to trust your counterpart. And I feel like that you are having hope for the future, and hope for the power of the process and what is going to pan out. And I really feel like it is this abundance. And I feel like it's abundance with this counterpart that you feel is the right fit. Even though it's ironic. Even though this isn't what you planned. This isn't what you seen in the beginning. 3030 on the screen. Let's look that up. Let's see what 3030 is. Angel number 3030. You following me? This is how messages come together. You pay attention to the things that are happening around you. Angel number, focus on your spirituality. I cannot make it up. 3030 angel number meaning is focus on your spirituality. Continue on this spiritual path. You are on the right path. This is part of your purpose. I can't say anything else. I can't give you anything else. This is who you are supposed to be, and you will continue to see abundance in your life if you continue to gain the wisdom that you are gaining on a daily basis. Be sure to discern anything around you, anybody around you, no matter what their background is, no matter if they feel that they should be respected or not. You can form your own opinion. You can discern anything that is said to you or done to you. You just have to be strong enough, and it takes me right back up to, where was that at? Even in the face of adversity, you stand tall and strong. Isn't it ironic? You may not have thought that you were strong enough. You may have just given up on your life because there was too much pain, or there was too many things that happened, or there was too many things, too many burdens, too many sores in your back. And you're like in this mindset, like, I'm just going to give up, and I'm just going to live my life this way, and I'm just going to deal with it. And what happened? Life has a funny way of sneaking up on you. And when you think everything's okay and everything is going all right, isn't it funny how life just come in and shows you what your true purpose is, where you're truly meant to be, who you're truly meant to be with? Isn't it ironic? All right, y'all. I'm going to clean this up because I feel like that is all that Spirit has for this reading. It's been 33 minutes. I was going to break it down in TikToks, but I don't know. That's a lot of videos. This may end up being a YouTube reading, and I'll just take a couple small things out to put on TikTok that I feel like will resonate with the collective on there. Needing to have faith. Focusing on your spirituality. It says your guardian angels and the divine realm are helping you out. Bottom of the deck is divine timing. Everything that is meant for you will come to you in divine timing. Literally, do you see these dragonflies? My whole front yard is filled with dragonflies. And like, that's clarification for me that me continuing to have faith. Oh my gosh, this is so interesting. Gratitude. There may have been a change in this muse of inspiration, and there may have been a spark of this flame that caused this awakening, and Spirit's clarifying that very clearly for me right now. Why? Because he's paying attention to his intuition. His mind, like this, like how it shows here with all these different moon cycles and everything, it's like his mind is in balance right now. Her, yeah. All right. I think that is all that I am going to take. I keep feeling like I'm getting bit by a mosquito. Like, are mosquitoes bad in your guys' areas right now? I know flies are bad right now. Every time I come inside, I'm trying to, like, dodge flies from coming in the house. Okay, well, if we're talking about flies, let's look up the spiritual meaning of a fly. People are probably like, this chick is crazy. But seriously, this is how, like, I connect. I connect with numbers. I connect with animals. All of that stuff. Listening. This card keeps wanting to come out. It keeps folding. So maybe, you want somebody to listen to you and hear you out. So it says, if somebody asks you what comes to mind when you see a fly, they'd likely mention germs, dirt, or unclean spaces. However, you can't always judge a book by its cover. Interesting. In fact, as a spirit animal, the fly symbolizes a focus of energy that never quits. It makes sense. Even in the face of adversity, you stand tall and strong. It says he adapts in his surroundings, uses what resources he's given, and stands the test of even the harshest environments. And in all the name of survival. But he's not only about surviving. The fly is the symbol of change. And usually, if the change is calling and we answer, we see how much better life can be. I don't even know what else to say. That clarified every single thing for me. When a fly appears, it can be a warning or a form of encouragement depending on your personal circumstances at the moment. A buzzing fly has much to tell. Are you surrounded by negative people or perhaps having negative thoughts of your own? The fly wants you to listen. What? Okay, the fly wants you to listen and be aware so that you release yourself from negativity in order to move on to a brighter existence and live an abundant life. I don't know how much clearer that it can be. You are surrounded by ancestors, spirit guides, and even people in this 3D life that truly do see how far that you have come. In the spiritual realm, the ancestors, the angels are praising your progress. They're praising everything that you have done and how hard you have worked to get to where you are right now. And they want you to continue to wake up every day and be better than you were the day before. Because in divine timing, you will understand why everything happened the way that it happened. Because this is our life's purpose. To be exactly who we are meant to be here in this 3D life. And for those of you that are struggling right now, for those of you that need clarity, get down on your knees and pray to God. Get down and meditate. Connect with spirit. Go out and connect the energy from nature. Connect with animals. Pay attention to numbers. There are so many things that are available to us if we are just willing to open our eyes and to awaken to how protected we are. We are protected and we are highly favored. And we will see abundance in this life if we continue on this path of freedom from what no longer serves us. Okay? Until next time, peace and namaste.